traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember the three pillars. We are trying to build a strategy and or a system that it's easy to understand, easy to execute, and easy to follow, right? And we are trying to understand how risk management works in trading, and the big one, we are trying to learn how our psychology is going to affect our trading. And if this is your first time, everybody, we are in the intermediate module. So if it's going to be a difficult lesson for you, if you don't quite understand what is happening, please go back to the Ducascopy webinar page on YouTube and start to watch Forex Trading Course 101, starting from lesson 1. Hello, Time to Shine. Hello, Miguel. How are you? Remember, also 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only, and don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, everybody. And for homeworks or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. Hello, Akos. That being said, everybody, so today is Advanced News Trading Strategy. Yesterday, Time to Shine was asking what about take profit. So we are going to explain this one first, and then we are going to move on the Advanced News Trading Strategy. Patrick, are you here? And remember, everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Patrick, are you in the webinar? I was talking with Patrick, everybody, this morning. Okay, so in the meantime, everybody, let's go into the... Miguel, you were asking to take a screenshot, right? So there you go. I'm sorry, yesterday we didn't have enough time. Okay, so strategy rule, you need to decide if you're going to trade. So this is the strategy, Miguel, I think. Was this one the picture, Miguel, you were looking for? To take a screenshot of this? Check the news events for the week. On the 1 hour, 1 hour and a half prior to the news event, analyze the relevant pairs with the straddle. Find the pairs on the 15-minute chart that are going sideways, minimum 2 hours. Find the ones that are in the center of the range and are not trending. Number 3, calculate the volume lots for the entries. 3.1, we are going to enter with buy stop and sell stop orders. 5 minutes, yes, many thanks, okay. 5 minutes before the news event, not a second, not a second before. Capital, and then we did the calculation, right? So we calculate the volume, how many lots we should enter. And remember, the entry of one order is going to be the stop of the other order, and enter with the buy stops orders and sell stop orders 5 minutes before the news release. Okay, now Time to Shine was asking what about the take profit. Easy answer, everybody. So easy answer. Okay, we are going to put it down here. So number 5, take profit is double the pips in risk. Okay, this is number 5. Down here, take profit is going to be double. Hello, Annie, how are you? Take profit is double the risk in pips. So risk in pips on AUDJPY yesterday, everybody, just to close the simple straddle, the simple news trading strategy. Yesterday we had 593 pips in risk, right? So for the buy stop, or just graphically, right, if this is your risk in pips between the buy stop and the sell stop, just graphically, okay, this is your risk in pips, so your take profit must be double, right? So if you're going to risk 1%, you should go after 2. So transparency color, okay, clone, right, time to shine, okay. What about the profit? Well, if you are going to risk 593 pips, you should go after 1086 pips. Hello George, long time no see. How are you? Okay. Okay, time to shine on everybody else. You need to add to the buy stop. If you are going to enter at 1.10842, you need to add 1000 something or 100 pips, 1000 pipettes, right? And for the sell stop, you need to subtract. So you need to go double on the other side, because you are going to win if the market is going to fall. Just graphically, right? Okay, time to shine. Patrick, are you there maybe? Time to shine. Is that unrealistic to just through a news announcement? No sir, this is totally realistic. That's a lot of movement. It's not. It's not, time to shine. Remember, we are on a 15-minute chart. It's not. Why would be this unrealistic? No sir, not unrealistic. Okay, and one more thing, everybody. The news announcements have generally a 7-hour duration. So news release has a 7-hour duration. Okay. Why is this important? This is important because if the market goes up, right, hit your buy order and it's moving up, and after the 7th hour it's doing something like this, you need to manage your trade, everybody. Okay, so whatever is happening after the 7 hour, it's not news related anymore. Okay, it's not, time to shine. It's not 100 pips, it's not a lot of movement. If the market doesn't trend after the news announcement, do you close your trade? There is no one answer to this. You need to manage your trade, time to shine. Some of traders close the trade, some of the other traders are continuing with the strategy. Someone said close the trade after 1 minute candle closed. Well, I don't agree with this, Akos, but there are no rules. Okay, I don't agree with this, but this is my personal opinion. It's not a rule. Okay, 1 minute it's not enough to see the decision of the news announcement. George is saying there are two kinds of news: a single number after which the market goes in one direction, and central banker stocks during which for a few minutes the markets may go up and down many times. Yes sir. The second kind is difficult to trade with stop orders. Yes sir, absolutely correct. Okay everybody, now the difference between the simple news trading strategy. Okay, so simple news trading strategy and the, not copy but clone, and the advanced news trading strategy is this one. Advanced news trading strategy. In the simple news trading strategy, everybody, we said that the entry of one, it doesn't matter if the market is going to hit the buy stop or the sell stop, the entry of one, okay, so this is the market ranging before the news announcement, but we said that the entry of one is going to be the stop loss of the other. Also, if the news event doesn't hit either buy stop or sell stop, how long do you leave them open? I don't. Great question, time to shine. I don't leave them open. If there is no movement, in about what? There are no rules, but let's say 5 minutes, okay? I don't leave them open. But believe me, 99% of the time, okay, if you are going to straddle the interest rate decision or the employment change, 99% of the time there is going to be movement. Time to shine. Okay, there are no rules. Now, simple news trading strategy, the entry of one is going to be the exit of the other, or the stop loss of the other. Advanced news trading strategy is this one. We are going to use the Fibonacci's. Okay, so if this is the market, everybody, and we are going to take in consideration the 1 hour chart, 786, 618, 503. Okay, I'm missing some, it doesn't matter, I'm missing some numbers on the Fibonacci. Okay, and this is the 1 or 2 or 4 hour chart, the Fibonacci. Okay, could be the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, it's all the same about the news trading strategy. Now, what's the difference? Well, before you are going to straddle the news announcement, you need to check, everybody, in what area is the sideways movement, right? Because it's not the same. And I need to put the numbers here, edit levels. Okay, so let's go. This is going to be black, this is going to be red, this is going to be green. We need the levels. Green 786. Now this is going to be the 14.0, and this is going to be red 21.4. 21.4, it's the 786. This is going to be blue, this is going to be black, and 1618 is going to be green, and this is going to be 118 is going to be red, and 127 is going to be blue. 14%, 21.432. Okay, there you go. Okay, so maybe you have different areas, or let's see, maybe the market is up in here, right? Okay, so this is how the simple news trading strategy, everybody, translates to the advanced news trading strategy. Okay, still you are going to have a buy stop and sell stop order. Okay, now let me just put the arrows. Now let's address, everybody, the first one. Let's say that the market is up in here. The market is a few pips, could be 10 pips, could be 15 pips, could be 50 pips, whatever. Let's say that the market is 15-20 pips away from the appropriate D extension of the Fibonacci on the 1, 2 or 4 hour chart. What do you think? How should you straddle this one? Should you enter a buy stop and sell stop? Should you put just a sell stop? Should you just put a buy stop? What do you think? No, I'm not going to give you a straight answer. No, sir. Okay, some of you want the easy answer. No, I want you to think. A, B, somewhere down here is going to be the C. Okay, it doesn't matter, relevant, I mean confirm or not confirmed, and up in here 1618 could be also down Fibonacci. Okay, so if this is the market and we are up in here, would you go with the buy stop? Would you go with the sell stop? where would you put your stop loss, everybody, and where would you put your take profit? Okay, and this is going to make all the difference in the calculation of the volume. How many lots, how big the entry of the buy stop and the sell stop. Only sell order. Okay, where would you put your stop loss, Miguel? Where would you put your stop loss of the sell order, and where would you put your take profit of the sell order? Advanced news trading strategy is very helpful because maybe sometimes the straddle is not worth trading, because stop order, I would say a sell stop, because the D extension could act as resistance. Yes, the D extension generally works as resistance. Only sell, only sell. Okay, great, everybody. Where would you put your take profit and where would you put your stop loss? Let's see how smart you are, everybody. Where would you put your stop loss and where would you put your take profit? Time to shine above the D extension, 10 pip above the D. Okay, so hello Victor. So this is your risk, everybody, right? Just graphically, we are not going to waste any time making the calculation today, but just graphically, this is your, we're going to enter with the sell stop a few pips below the sideways movement, right? So this is your stop loss, right? And Miguel, 10 pips above the A of the Fibonacci. Wow. Yes, there is no right or wrong. So Miguel's take profit, everybody, is going to be down here. This is Miguel. Okay, this is Miguel. This is Miguel's take profit. Anybody else? Oh, okay, I'm going to cancel. Okay, everybody, so you are what's the English word? Unanimously? Unisong, something like this. So everybody said stop loss above the D, near the D extension. Okay, where is the take profit? I don't know how to pronounce the word, you know. Where is going to be the take profit, everybody? What do you think? And remember, there is no right or wrong. You are going to have different traders, you know. But as you can see, everybody, the simple news trading strategy is simple to trade, but sometimes, because this price movement, this sideways movement, is going to be after some level of the Fibonacci, generally the market is going to go up 10, 15, 20, whatever pips, and then it's going to retrace. And here many beginner traders are caught in this, what it's called the whiplash, you know. This is where beginner traders lose money. You know, the market goes out of the range and then start to move slowly down, hit the sell stop order, close the buy, and the beginner trader is happy, thinking that, oh, it's going to fall, no problem, but then the market starts to retrace back up again, and the beginner trader generally gets frustrated and closes the trade and loses the money, right? Because if you don't know, I mean, of course you can reject the Fibonacci's, everybody, we talked about this, right? You can accept what we are teaching you, you can reject, no problem, but the Fibonacci at least is going to show you at where are you. I mean, in what area of the Fibonacci is the news announcement going to be. Time to shine, unanimously, okay? Sorry about my English. Unanimously, okay. George, I will put the take profit at much more than the usual 5 to 1 because after the news there can be big moves. Time to shine says add B. Time to shine says okay, take profit add B. George says 5 to 1, great everybody. 5 to 1, so just graphically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. George, great. Annie says I don't know, great answer. Ako says C, great. See everybody, you have 3 different traders. They have the take profit at 3 different areas. Okay, now all of you right everybody. Now what you need to check everybody before you, and this is a trick, okay, you need to have a little bit of experience. What you need to check everybody before you put your take profit are the past support levels from the daily, weekly and monthly. Okay, because if I have a past support level, okay, let's color code this in pink. Okay, something like this in the past. Okay, let's delete the simple news trading strategy. Let's delete. Let's just focus on the advanced. Delete. Okay, so if I have this is the market, right? But I have, so this was the A and then this is the market, right? This is the price movement, but I have a strong or pivot point or strong support on the monthly, weekly or daily everybody. Okay, now your take profit gets I mean we're going to have a challenge, right? Let's make it like here. It's just an example, but you need to check the live market, because if you have a strong past support, okay, yeah, I know I should be a little bit lower because the market is moving higher highs, higher lows, structure and everything else, but just for the sake of this exercise, okay, so we can put the B a little bit higher, right? Okay, now this is our B and this is going to be our a little bit higher, not this one. Okay, a little bit higher price movement, something like this. Okay, so if this is the case everybody, you need to take in consideration that maybe, okay, we don't know what is going to happen. It depends how strong is the news release. Okay, so if this would be the example and the news release is very bad, very bad for a currency pair, then most likely the market is going to fall, hit past support on the monthly, weekly, daily, react. Okay, and if the news is very bad for a currency pair that we are trading, then most likely is going to break. Okay, but at least in theory this is pure speculation because we don't know. What does this mean? This means that you cannot only enter into a trade and forget, because some of you is already asking, oh Passion, so shouldn't we trade this? No, you can enter here. You can enter here, no problem. Just monitor what the market is going to do. You know, because the market can do all kind of things, you know. But if you are going to enter everybody on the 15-minute chart, right, and the market is going to fall and is going to retrace a little bit and is going to fall and retrace a little bit and is going to fall and then is going to reverse, maybe it would be wise to take some profits and enter on the next counter trendline break if it's going to happen. if it's going to happen. Why is that? Because this is pure speculation at the time of the news event. We don't know how far is going to fall or rise. Okay, maybe it would be okay to take profits, partial profits, all of them, and enter on the next counter trend and break. Okay, if you can. Okay, everybody, because it's pure speculation at this point. Sometimes a lot of beginner traders, they enter into a trade and the news release is bad, but the market for some reason is going to hit the past support, and then the market is going to go up and up, enter break even, and the beginner trader is going to think, oh, it's going to fall, you know, oh, it must fall again. How many times a winning trade turned into a loser because we were thinking, oh, it must fall, you know, it must fall. Right or right, everybody? True or true? Oh, it must fall, so I'm going to stay into a trade. And countless times the market entered into red and stopped us out. Right? And we were angry and frustrated, you know. Because, why is that? Because the news announcement was very, very, very bad, but the market, right, didn't, I mean, the players in the market was still on the upside of the structure, right, and everything. Now, the bad news for the beginner trader, everybody, and also for the professional trader, most of the money in the news trading, most of the money is made by the institutional traders, and I'm talking about high frequency trading. You know, they have here the robots and the programs and the yes, the robots and the algorithmic trading here beats the retail trader. Okay. No, I don't say that. I don't mean that retail traders, you know, cannot win. You can win this. Just follow, just monitor what is happening, and don't let your winning trade, everybody, become a losing trade. So you can monitor the news announcement on the 5-minute chart, and there is no rule. You can monitor on the 5-minute chart, and until it's making lower lows, lower highs, just stay in the market, right? As soon as you see, as soon as possible, as you are going to see that the market has reversed and making higher highs, higher lows on the 5-minute chart, you can go out. You can close the trade, pocket your profits, and wait if you want, everybody, right? And wait if it's going to happen another counter trendline break. Okay? In the end, you should always remember that you have an up structure, up Fibonacci, up market wave, everybody, because what you have just won, we've seen this also. So I won that much, right? I entered up in here, it's just an example, and then I'm going to read your comments, everybody. I entered up in here, the market was making lower lows, lower highs on the 5-minute chart, and I exit my position here. I exited my position here. So this is my profit, right? But then I entered on the next counter trendline break. Happy, right? Oh, I'm going to make double profits, and as soon as possible I entered in the counter trendline break. The market did what? Went up, and I'm going to lose, or in the past, right, I lost all of my profits. This kind of price movement during the news time, everybody, during the 7 hours, also can and could happen, you know. And if this happens, don't be angry, don't be frustrated, you know, because in the end, you know, we were betting or struggling against the trend, against the structure, against the Fibonacci, you know. if some currency pair, everybody listen to me very carefully, if some currency pair is strong, okay, is strong fundamentally, is strong technically, then even though the news announcement is bad, is going to fall, yes, but it's not going to be a long fall. It's not going to fall for 7 hours, you know. On the other side, if the news event is very bad and the currency pair we are struggling is in a down structure, downtrend, in down Fibonacci, is going to give you a totally different probability of success. So as you can see, the new advanced news trading strategy, it's taken in consideration much more variables, you know. So we're going to take in consideration the Fibonacci, the market structure, and the time, right? And time to shine. So if we see that it's not 2 for 1, then we don't set the sell stop, we find something else. Yes, sir. George is saying, I'll also try to check the news themselves, how much unexpected they are, but I can hardly find them quickly enough. Usually I find them the next evening. Yes, sir. Time to shine is saying, if it reacts to past support and we have taken profits but we haven't got our 2 for 1, does it matter then if there is not another opportunity to get our 2 to 1? You need to monitor, time to shine, the price movement, and if you get the opportunity you need to re-enter. Okay? But always try to protect yourself, try not to lose all of your profits. Okay, so in conclusion, everybody, before we are going to address the other area of the Fibonacci, if you don't like or if you don't understand the news events or the advanced news trading, just don't trade it, no problem, you know. Stay out of the news events, okay? Or yes, okay, I have a comment on the other platform, everybody. You are not going to see this on the YouTube. So somebody is asking, can we stay in the trade without news trading? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I mean, if you are trading whatever strategy that you are trading and you are here right now, okay, and you are long, it's just an example, just stay in the trade, right? I mean, you have your stop loss and you have your take profit at the appropriate extension. Just stay in the trade. Yes, sir, no problem. Okay, everybody, so we addressed this one. Let's address what if the news announcement is at the second level of the Fibonacci. Okay, we are in the middle of the Fibonacci. The sideways movement is happening around the 5-0, the 50% retracement. How are you going to straddle this? Would you enter with the buy and sell stop? Would you just enter with the buy stop? Would you just enter with the sell stop? Where would you put your take profit and where would you put your sell stop? I mean your stop loss. What do you think? And please, everybody, if you are going to use the news trading strategies, watch these webinars, the today webinar and the webinar from yesterday. Watch the same webinar 2 or 3 times, okay? Don't be so naive, everybody, that you are going to watch one time and you are going to get it, okay? News trading strategy is the same as always. You need to practice, you know. Yes, both orders, says Akos. Great. Where is going to be your stop loss, Akos, for the buy stop and sell stop? And where is going to be your take profit for the sell? And where is going to be your take profit for the buy? Just buy stop for me, take profit at D and stop just below A. Great. Thank you, time to shine. So Time to shine is going only with the buy, right? So this is going to be the profit up in here, appropriate the extension, and the sell stop is the stop loss is going to be down here. So this is time to shine. Great time to shine, makes sense. You are still making more than you're risking. What about you, Akos? This is time to shine, everybody. He's going to enter only with the buy stop. He's going to take the profits at the D, and stop loss is going to go below the A. Great strategy. I like this. Time to shine. Okay. And remember, everybody, you can also, don't forget that you have a 7-hour duration. Okay, it's not a rule, but statistically speaking, there is in the internet, the news event generally have a duration of about 7 hours. Same time to shine. Okay, great. Anybody wants to go with the sell stop? Everybody, do you want to go with the sell stop? Anybody courage? Is anybody courageous enough to enter with the sell stop order? Buy and sell stop loss at the ultimate borders of Fibo. Any great comment? Where is your stop loss of the sell? I love your strategy, Annie. Where is the stop loss of the sell? I know that the stop loss of the buy is below the A, borders of the Fibonacci, okay. I know that your stop loss for the buy is below the A. Where is the stop loss for the sell? What is the ultimate border of the sell, Annie? And take profit is going to be the D, right? Stop loss, at B. Okay, great. Great, Annie. So let me see. This is your sell, right? This is going to be your stop loss, and this is your buy, and this is going to be your stop loss. What about the take profit, Annie? Thank you, Akos. Thank you, George. Thank you, time to shine. So the take profit of the buy, right? The take profit of the buy is going to be the extension, right? This is Annie, everybody. A little bit different than time to shine. Right? Take profit is going to be what? Oh, so you are saying that the take profit is going to be here. So this is the stop loss of the sell, and take profit at the A. Blue one, correct. Why the blue one? Green goes to green. Thank you, Akos, below the A, yes. Any why the blue one? The sideways movement is at the green. If it's going to fall, yes, okay. If it's going to fall until the blue, we need to go to the blue, but until the straddle, we are still at the green. Why would you go with the blue? Both the sell and the buy order stop loss at the D extension, take profit to the side upon the trade. Everybody, do you see a problem with the strategy of Annie? Look at the colors, everybody. Annie has a problem. Everybody, initial take profit at 5-1, and then I would manage depending on the speed of the move. Yes, George, absolutely correct. I agree with you. Who can identify, everybody, what is the problem of any strategy? Take a look at Time to Shine and ACOS and take a look at any strategy. Any strategy is not bad, okay, but it has a problem. What do you think? I think more safe. No. I mean, not necessarily. Okay, not necessarily. Everybody, let's see how smart you are. Any strategy has a problem. Time to Shine, it's not 2 for 1. Where? Time to Shine, yes, you identified. You have a problem of risk reward. Look at the colors. Where is your problem, Annie? Take profit is below 1. Yes, on what trade, Miguel? You are getting it, everybody. Yes, it's the risk reward. On what trade? On the buy or on the sell? It's on the buy and could show a larger sideways movement. Yes. Everybody, we talked about this. We are trying to teach you here how to think. Okay, this is just an example. You could have the sideways movement in different areas of the Fibonacci. But it's just for you to understand on what you should pay attention. On the short, yes sir. Okay, Annie, so you need to adjust. You need to adjust your risk reward. Okay, so if you want, there is no rule, but if you want, Annie, you can lower your let's delete this. You can lower your stop loss for the sell to the entry of the buy, right? Now you have a totally different picture. Yes, correct. Sell order, yes sir. Miguel, yes. ACOS, correct. Time to Shine, you are correct. Okay. Now, one more thing, everybody. I'm going to delete your trade. I'm going to delete your trade. This is one of the good points on the advanced news trading strategy. Okay. What are you going to do if whiplash is going to happen? Right? This is the good point of the advanced news trading strategy. If this happens, everybody, what are you going to do? I mean, you need to be clear on your strategy before you enter the trade, right? But if you are here in the middle, should you take the losses of the simple trading strategy? Or should you try to trade? The market hit your buy order in here and the market took you in on your sell order. The question is, should you take a loss with the simple news trading strategy, meaning the entry of one is the stop loss of the other, or should you trade this one without the stop loss and try to resolve your news trading event with your Fibonacci, with your structure, with your market wave? Re-enter buy. What about the sell stop? You know? Because, and of course everybody, you need to train this, because sometimes if you are going to straddle with the Fibonacci and you are going to enter without the stop loss and the market is going to take you in both sides, then you need to work. It's just an example. If the market is going to fall, you need to work with your sell order and with your buy order. Okay, maybe take profits at a confirmed C or when the market finally turns around. Okay, Now there is no right or wrong, this is trade management right now. Okay, I cannot tell you what to do in here. If this would be me, I would monitor both. I would exit with profit with my sell order, and if I have enough space, okay, if I'm going to risk 0.5% or 0.5%, I can enter here with another 0.5%. So I'm going to have two buys, right? But just remember that the second that this one is not news related anymore, then this is price movement here. Okay, it's just an example. You need to manage your trade. On the other side, everybody, if the market is going to make a whiplash and start to go up, now you have a problem, right? And the problem is called your sell order, because you have a net loss. If you leave both open, you have a net loss up in here. So, or you open another buy, as Akko said, and you need to protect yourself. So you need to pay attention not to increase your risk too much, or you need to have enough courage and just close the sell order. Time to shine says buy because now that you could be a confirmed C. Victor, I have 3 orders. The first one will be near to A. Stop loss will be 10 pip below the A, and my take profit will be near the D. George says I wouldn't adjust the stop loss at a few minutes time, maybe after many hours or day, if I see that the news are not in my favor. Remember, George, the news has a maximum duration of 7 hours. Victor says the second will be near C, my stop order will be at A, and my take profit will be at D. And Miguel is saying if we have a confirmed C, we have a situation in our favor. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Because everybody, even though you have a confirmed C down here, okay, if you have a confirmed C, sometimes the market is going to push lower for any reason. Okay? In conclusion, it's all about how are you going to manage your risk and how are you going to manage your trade. Okay? So don't risk too much. If you risk 0.5% with the buy and risk 0.5% with the sell, then no problem, right? Even though you have a loss with the sell or with the buy, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's 0.5%, so you can get back, right? But truth to be told, everybody, many times the advanced news trading strategy is not suitable for the beginner traders, because not all of us, right? But many of us, we are not emotionally stable in here. You know, we are going to add another lot. Oh, it must go long, you know, it must reverse, and the market is going to dip. Oh, I'm going to enter again, it must reverse, and the market is going to dip, right? Oh, it must go up because the news announcement was good for the currency, and the currency is going to dip. Okay, I have seen, everybody, beginner traders using the advanced news trading strategy and burn 50% of the account in here. Okay, so practice on the demo account first. Don't play around with real money. This is extremely dangerous, because if you are not emotionally stable and you don't know where is your head and your tail, and you don't know the percentages, you are going to have a big drawdown. You know, oh, the market must go up and I'm going to buy one more because the risk reward is great, you know. Well, you need to check the monthly time frame, weekly time frame, what the market is reversing. We can, of course, just use a buy stop and not both to make it a bit easier, correct? Absolutely yes, time to shine. You are correct. George says, regarding the news duration, when there is a strong news release, the AU or US session, usually the trend continues again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But still you need to monitor your trade, okay? If the C goes too deep, the game over, restart a new swing. I agree with you, Miguel. Just don't mix everybody apples with bananas. Okay? So should I stay in for all 3 sessions to finish their move? There is no rule, George. It depends on where is your profit, it depends on where is your stop loss, and it depends on how are you going to manage the trade. If you ask me, everybody, I'm monitoring the higher highs and higher lows during the news event. And if I see that the market is going to make 2 lower lows and 2 lower highs, I'm out. Okay? This is how I manage the news events. I'm going to monitor on the 5-minute chart, and until the market's making higher highs, higher lows, I'm going to stay in the news event. As soon as possible the market makes 2 lower lows and 2 lower highs, then I'm out. And of course I'm going to re-enter if the next counter trend line happens. But before re-entering on the next counter trend line, I need to be sure and clear where my counter trend line on the 5-minute chart, which is the least important chart, okay, I need to be clear where this counter trend line is happening regarding the Fibonacci on the 1, 2, 4 hour chart. Okay, but this is me, you know, there is no right or wrong. I have different traders doing different styles, different trade management, you know. I have a friend, everybody, who stays, he is going to straddle the market with a simple news trading strategy, and he is going to leave the trade open for 7 hours. Okay? And who am I to tell him, no, this is not going to work, you know? Or, oh, don't do this. There is no right or wrong, everybody. Okay, George? Everybody, are we clear? There is no right or wrong. You can monitor what is happening on the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. You can straddle the market with the Fibonacci and put your take profit at the D and stop loss at the A. There are different combinations. Okay? And lastly, everybody, how would you trade? We have 4 more minutes. How would you trade if the market is in here? The last one. We are almost near the A. If it whiplash on buy order and then falls, how can we manage it? With the buy order, time to shine, you are just taking the stop loss. Right? Better answer would be, time to shine, if whiplash with your buy order, managing with your trading strategy. Okay? Is the news event okay, but if you are going to go with the buy and is going to whiplash, okay, take this as a normal trade and manage it according to your strategy. Okay, time to shine. Take it as a simple trade. And don't worry, everybody, time to shiny comment is absolutely correct. I mean, don't worry. If you have a loss, you know, you lost what you lost 0.5%. So what? You have 99.5 more to go. Miguel says only buy order, only buy any ACOS, only buy. Sell with stop loss at the B and take profit. Okay, everybody, great. Absolutely correct. if the Fibonacci is in here and this is where the news trading is happening, just go with the buy, right? And this is nice because we have risk reward. Now what about the stop loss? I'm going to give you the answer, okay? Here, don't put the stop loss above or below the sideways movement. Put the stop loss below the A. 10 pips, 15 pips or 100 pipettes, right? And take a ride to the red goes to red, so take a ride up to here. Okay everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow. Please watch this webinar if you're going to straddle or if you're going to use the advanced news trading strategy. Please watch these webinars over and over again. Okay, if you have questions, send me email. Okay, until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is FXPassion signing off.